If you've been watching my videos for the last couple of years, that means you have an Instagram account that you're trying to grow. And if that's the case, you're pretty frustrated right now because your reach is down, your growth is down, your reach, growth. What else is down? Engagement, views, those are down. You have been following all the rules and all the changes that are happening, that continue to happen. You are done. You're over it. That's how I feel. We didn't get into this to follow all these rules, do all the work, stay consistent, just to let them keep moving the carrot. I want to share with you what I'm doing since I got over Instagram. I am shifting over to YouTube. And that is daunting to a lot of people. It was for me when I first tried, but I have a super simple way to help you shift your focus from Instagram to YouTube. Still stay on Instagram, but now your priority is YouTube. Why do we want to do this? Because we want to be able to be found by our ideal person on another platform that will push our content out for years to come. We also want to do this because we want to be on a platform where people both watch short form videos and then come back to watch your long form videos, because long form content is better when it comes to getting people to know, like, trust, and buy from you. So we're going to talk about how to set up your channel, how to come up with the content, how to cross promote, and then the last part, I'm going to show you how you can take one YouTube video and get content that will last over a week over on Instagram from that one video. First thing I'm going to tell you is not to make the mistake I made in 2017 when I created this cute video. It's all about my family and my dogs. It had nothing to do with my ideal person.
Race. The biggest race in the world yet.
The other mistake I made is I went out and bought a really fancy camera. It was very expensive too, and I had no idea how to use it. And I still have it sitting on my counter for show because I still don't know how to use it. So tip number one, you're gonna use what you are already using to create reels to start creating videos on YouTube, or start back creating videos on YouTube. And if that's your phone, that is totally fine. I use my phone in every video to get B-roll. The only reason I use this camera is because I look a little bit better on this camera. This is me on my Sony ZV-E10. This is me on my iPhone 12. I don't think this is bad. I just think that I look a little bit softer and it's more flattering on the Sony ZV-E10. But that's because I'm almost 50. If you're a young sprite or have perfect skin, just use your phone, or just use your phone anyway until you get in the hang of the YouTubes, and then eventually you can upgrade with your camera. But I will tell you this, if you're going to use your phone, it is mandatory that you use the back camera, not the front camera like you're used to using on Instagram. If you use the front camera, your quality is going to go down the toilet. So I just set it up and then I get an idea of where my head's going to be. Or you can use a mirror. I would just use a mirror. That way, if you're shooting like this, because you're using the back camera, and I've got a mirror, then now I can see what I'm looking at on the phone screen. And that's what you're going to do. Okay, all right. Next thing we're going to talk about is how we're going to set up your channel banner. And this is so similar to Instagram. See, I told you this was easy. I want you to use the exact same profile picture, assuming that it's head and shoulders, you're looking at the camera, you're smiling, that you're using on Instagram for your YouTube profile picture. Then I want you to take your well-written bio in Instagram that should be telling people who you help and what they're gonna get if they were to follow you. And I want you to condense that to 10 words or less and put that on your banner. That way, just like on Instagram, when people come to your channel, they know exactly who you're for and what they're gonna get if they were to watch your videos. Really simple formula is I help blank get blank, blank, and blank. Or get blank, blank, and blank. You're just really showcasing the benefits of them watching your videos. Next, we're gonna plan your videos. And this is also very similar to Instagram because we're gonna be using your content categories that you use over on Instagram on YouTube. You're going after the same person. You're just doing it on a different platform. So you wanna be talking about the same things you talk about on Instagram. Come up with 4 to 5 content categories in the beginning, and then I want you to come up with topics for each one of those content categories. Yes, we are doing this before you even hit record and make a video, because we want to make sure you're setting up your channel for success. Then you're going to start scheduling which one of these videos you're going to do. And keep in mind that the reason we're doing 3 to 4 under each one of these content categories is because you're eventually going to have playlists on your YouTube channel. And the reason you want playlists is because it is all about watch time, not only for you connecting and converting your viewers, but also for the algorithm. If they can see that a person is watching multiple videos of yours, they are going to suggest your videos to them when you post new videos. Here's what you're not gonna do. You're not going to post a video telling everyone that you're back after your really, really long break and giving them all the reasons why you took the really, really long break. And you're also not going to create a video introducing yourself, telling them who you are and what you're all about and why you're starting this channel, because people don't care. Now, I did make a video like this not long ago after I took a 2-month break from YouTube, but this video gave all kinds of tips and strategies on how to come back from a break and not get burnt out again. So see how I didn't just say, hey everybody, this is what happened to me while I was gone. I actually went deep into my strategy and what I learned from that. So that's serving your audience, but still saying, I took a break and here's what I learned from the break. Different than, I'm back, did you miss me? Here's all the things that I did, and all about me and not about you. Now let's talk about what this looks like when you have shifted your focus from Instagram to YouTube. I call this king platform, meaning you have one king platform that dominates, that every other platform that you're on bows to or funnels to. So mine used to be Instagram, and if I'm shifting it over to YouTube, that means I'm funneling people from Instagram to YouTube. It also means that once you make YouTube your king platform, you are prioritizing that platform over the other ones. So on a busy week, you're not going to crank out reels and not publish a YouTube video. If you had to choose between the two, you're going to publish a YouTube video. And that's actually gonna make your life easier, which is my next step in the whole process of making a super simple strategy to pivot from Instagram to YouTube. See, I made that mistake, and I would crank out all these reels even though it wasn't really helping me with my reach, although it was helping me with sales. And then I neglected YouTube. But when I took a break from both platforms for 2 months, guess what happened? My reach plummeted on Instagram and nothing was getting watched. But over on YouTube, I had videos that were over a year old, continuing to bring in new eyeballs to my account and new subscribers and new customers. So if we are business people here and we are smart and we've got our smart hat on, why would we continue to push into an algorithm that's only going to work for us when we are present and cranking out content on a daily basis, when we could have a platform that cranks out content and gets new people to our account even when we take a break? That's the one I want, because now I can take that content that's going to be good for years to come and I can repurpose it for other platforms, the ones that are feeding into my king platform. Now for the good stuff. We're gonna take one YouTube video. We're going to assume that in this YouTube video, it is packed with information with 5 main points or 5 main tips. But remember, on YouTube, you could have 1 point that has extra tips underneath the 1 point. But let's assume there's 5. You're gonna take these 5 tips and you can make a reel for each one of these tips. You got a couple of ways to do this. You can either shoot it pretty wide and then crop it, so now we are a vertical video and it's the exact same piece of content that was in your YouTube video. Or you can just take the information and go create a video from scratch. That's up to you, but either one will work. Then you could also take that exact same tip in that one reel, and that could be the tip that you give in your stories one day that week. Then you could take those same 5 points and you could do 5 live videos for each one of those 5 points. Or you could do a live video with all 5 points. You could also take each one of those 5 points and make a separate carousel for each tip, going in deep on each tip. On all of your content, you want to have somewhere in there, whether that's the last piece of your video or the last portion of your caption or the end slide of your carousel, plugging that YouTube video. Because again, YouTube is now king and Instagram is serving the king platform viewers. Now, this does not mean that the only content you're gonna put on Instagram is talking about your YouTube channel or getting them to go watch your latest YouTube video. We're still using Instagram. We're just using Instagram the way we like to use Instagram. And for me, that means I'm gonna be in stories on a daily basis, except maybe the weekends. And it also means I'm going to be in my DMs having conversations. It means I'm going to be posting reels that are not always pushing people to YouTube when I want to. It's giving you the freedom to enjoy all the parts of Instagram that you like without the pressure of doing the stuff you don't like. Comment and tell me, are you gonna use this strategy? And if you are, what else do you want me to talk about when it comes to YouTube? I need you to tell me so I can create the videos and make this a playlist. It will be my new YouTube playlist. Until then, you can watch this playlist right now, and then when I get my next video for this, I'll put that up here and you can watch that. Depending on what you tell me in the comments, that will be the next video. Okay, bye. See ya. All right, that's annoying.